and I'm a mom of two. I have a 3-year-old and a 9-month-old. And I actually came across the program, friends of Dylan, for a long time, since middle school, but kind of had lost touch. And my 3-year-old had my phone and was scrolling through my Instagram, and it landed on a DC Fitness or Dylan's page. I was like, what? And she was watching your reel like over and over again. What are you watching? She thought it was funny. It was one of you had a wig on or something.
Yeah.
So I looked it up and was reading all your posts and stuff about like the Metabolic Momma Method, and like everything that you were stating on there was exactly like what I was feeling, just depleted, no energy, like sluggish, kind of like in baby jail, like was just stuck in the normal routine of waking up, taking care of babies, and kind of not taking care of myself at all. Um, and previously being an athlete and someone who worked out all the time, um, I needed to do something that I could stick to and actually make the changes that I needed to make for not just for me, but for my family, to hang out with my family, to want to hang out with my husband at night and not be too tired. So
Right. Right.
I was almost starting like at zero again. So, like I said, I used to be an athlete, and even after being an athlete, I worked out all the time. Um, and after I had kids, I kind of put all that on the back burner. One, I was too tired, and then I got almost too scared to get back into it, um, and just low energy. So when I did have time to myself, the last thing I wanted to do was work out. I wanted to sit on the couch, knowing that I was creating a vicious cycle doing that.
Yeah.
Um, so I would say it like started really back at zero,
Yeah.
and both mentally too, because I was scared to start back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. And I'm sure you were, there was fear there, and there was just like, starting at zero. What was your biggest hesitation to start a program like this?
I mean, maybe it was just actually committing to it, maybe a little bit of the fear of being accountable to it. But I knew that's what I needed, because I got to the point where I was like, I need something to keep me accountable. Because, you try to, I'm going to lose the weight, I'm going to lose weight, and it never really happened, or you're good for a week. So needing somebody, it was like, I guess the accountability part of it was my biggest hesitation and also my biggest drive.
What have you tried in the past, nutrition training wise, and how to work?
Um, well, in the past, I mean, I've had a personal trainer before that I would just go meet at the gym. It wasn't necessarily a trainer who helped me with any of the nutrition side of it. I mean, he could say, eat this, and vice versa. I've also done just nutrition kind of programs, um, which worked for a little while, while I did it. But then I would just fall right back into the same routines once it was over, or just again getting busy, or not, committing to it fully.
Right.
This time going into this, I was like, I was ready to do it. I had a mental shift
Yeah.
that I needed to change.
Yeah.
So
What were your exact results, with our program? Obviously, I think you're finished at the 12 weeks this week, both mentally and physically.
yeah, so I think from where I started at the beginning, I'm down like 22 pounds, I think, about between 20 22 pounds. So that's huge.
Yeah.
Um, I think the thing that I'm most excited, obviously I'm excited about losing 22 pounds, but also the biggest thing that I'm excited about it for me was like, I decided to do this, which just mentally made me do so many other things that I've been putting off for my health, and, making other doctor's appointments that I've been putting off that I need to do, whatever it is, like starting just to get me back. And this was like my jumping off point. It's like, okay, if I can do this, and I'm gonna do it all, and try to get me back. And that's been the best part, because I'm doing it. I'm like hitting my checklist of, stuff I need to do of me.
Yeah. Like going back in time before you started this program, what would you tell yourself knowing what you know now?
I would say, I mean, obviously could have done it sooner. I would have told myself that you can do it. Another big thing for me, which I always told myself, and maybe I had tried to do before, I'm a nursing mom. So trying to lose weight and nurse, it seems like a battle, right? Because you need to maintain milk supply, and that, sometimes if you stop eating to lose weight or something, it takes a huge
Yeah.
dip. So knowing that, if I had known that now, like, you can lose a significant amount of weight and still maintain breastfeeding and everything, is huge, because I think
Yeah.
that was like a little bit of a hindrance for me, thinking that I couldn't do it.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, and maybe just started sooner, because you can do it as soon as you want to,
Yeah. Someone that wants to do the program, right? They have the means to do it, but they're just like not really sure to like that they want to commit. What would you tell someone that's in that position?
I mean, I would say, really, like, how bad do you want it? I mean, I think, because it is, once you get the hang of it, it's not that difficult. So, they can do it. I get the hesitation and thinking that it's going to be some hard thing, and you're going to have to change your life so much. And it's not that. It's just, in the beginning, it takes getting used to, whether it's logging the food or prepping your food. But now that I do it, like, this is just what I'll do,
Right.
sustain and just keep and just live my life like that.
Yeah, it's more second nature now.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Anything you want to add about the program, your experience?
Um, I do think, the quality of coach too. Like, I had a great coach who really worked with me. Like I said, like, oh, we trying to find a balance of calories to maintain my milk supply, or, I had COVID on it, I had went on a week's vacation during it. Like, did a lot during this, and then I had some other health issues that came up too, and I was still able to get 22 pounds down and do all this with all those things. And it was because I really utilized her, and, she was great at supporting me and where I was at, you know, the whole time.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Yeah.
huge.
Awesome. Very cool. Well, I appreciate you hopping on.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah.